projects I reject are generally people are only seeing the surface qualities of my work. So again, it gets back to art education at some level and really being able to discern what the work is about, how you're really absorbing the work. And people sometimes just don't understand everything that's in there. I mean, you know, people who've been trained, or most, you know, they get it, but there's sometimes some people come to me and they're just not, it's a weird, I guess the thing is they're only seeing one dimension to the work, and in essence they're not really understanding it. They just don't get it, but they don't, you know, they're coming to me, but it's like they don't get it, but there's some kind of disconnect. They haven't been able to process everything that is there for them to process, and they're only looking for a very narrow thing that'll do for them. So maybe it's more about getting the people out there, or more about some other element, but it's not necessarily, it's not about the work. When it's about the work, someone's all in, but it's a hard question to answer. You know, there's something that's missing clearly. There's like some element that's like, well, what are we talking about? It's like it hasn't, the proposal that they've given to me, or, you know, or they want, you know, it's like, and they're not thinking like, you know, like the whole project. Like, let's look at this as a project and develop it, and like they just like, I don't know, it's like they haven't put any thought into what it is they're asking an artist to do. It's like some of the time it's about the budget. They don't even have considered a budget, or they think you're just going to show up and make work because you're an artist. That's one part of it, and another part of it is conceptual. It's like you're not really understanding. It's like it's like I ask sometimes, have you even read my artist statement? Does that even make sense to you? You know, and then we know it's like we're not on the same page. So it's more like, you know, there's either a connection or there isn't a connection, and that's based on like, have you actually processed the work, or are you looking at the surface trappings of the work, or the opening reception, or some other nebulous element that's not really the work, but some other unimportant facet that someone has latched onto.